Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone today? Um, JLR did put out a little post about, it wasn't too long ago, about 15, 20 minutes ago, um, saying that nobody is there, nobody's here. So that I think it's starting to go cold, or they want it to. Hi, Jeanette. How are you? I don't know what they want to do with it, but here's what JLR had to say. Whoever didn't see it.
Day 28. Where is Nancy Guthrie? Back out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home. But guess what, folks? Everybody left. There's only like one vehicle left. News Nation. The entire block is empty. Some people walking their dogs. Looks like people have moved on from this case or left
Good
because
morning,
the
beautiful
FBI
Florida
and
mama.
authorities gave the property, the home here, Nancy Guthrie's home, back to the family.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be live streaming out here at an empty house, but we're definitely going to be covering this case. But let me spin the camera around, just show you what it looks like being quiet. More or less everyone left. I mean, people are driving by a little bit,
Stop.
but there's not the crazy activity that had been happening for weeks. They had this entire block filled with media cones and all types of tents and equipment. There's some few stuff left. So let me spin the camera around. Yeah, everyone left.
Nope.
They have this out here. No parking. You can't park out here. Just parked out here just for a second to do my report. No parking. No parking. All this was full with media as we came each morning. Couldn't even park on this street. Nothing. Then you have Nancy Guthrie's home, right? You had Pima County deputies guarding the property for weeks. They're no longer here. Got signs that were put up the other day, no trespassing. The family or someone affiliated with the family, put up a security monitor system, Simply Safe. Appears they also have cameras on their house that someone went up there the last few days with a ladder to put up. We heard the security be tested. We still have a tent out here. This is our tent. And News Nation is still out here with their tent. That's it. Let's go down the house a little bit so you can see what it looks like without the media circus. I don't know how long they're going to stay. And I don't know how long we're going to stay out here. This is what the home looks like outside Nancy Guthrie's home. And no Pima County deputies outside here. No one is at the home right now. It is completely empty. Someone brought a cross here the other day.
So far, pretty good.
Ribbons.
Thanks.
Yellow. Here is the makeshift memorial at the house. All the signs for Nancy. Lots of signs. People have been placing these down at the home for weeks. This was like the first sign up.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we got.
Good morning. Just getting an update from
YouTube family.
Put an update in.
Send prayers of faith, hope, love for Nancy Guthrie. All right, so what now, folks? What now? Is this case going to go cold? Is it because of the situation in the U.S. with Iran? Maybe the media and the networks are going to be focusing on that. For us, I don't feel like it's necessary at this point to do a live streams like we've been doing out here seeing the activity, because there's really no activity, and I don't really want to stare at a house. I'm going to continue to stay with this case, though. I'm going to continue to stay in Tucson for the time being. We have plans to go up to Mount Lemon at one point. A group of us YouTubers, we have Starlink. We could take you all the way up and show you what it looks like, because it's a possible place up here where Nancy Guthrie could have been, taken to, buried, or thrown over into a canyon. Not to be graphic, but it seems like this situation is now a recovery instead of a search and rescue. And then you have all this desert terrain, Saguaro National Park just to the west. There's another one to the east, and then just desert-like terrain. She could be out here somewhere. This is the neighborhood. It is definitely quiet. So I'll stay with this case. JLR Investigates continue to give you the updates of what's going on. No activity, no law enforcement activities. No one got raided on Friday night. So we will continue to see. Sub to the channel, like, hit the notification button. Where is Nancy Guthrie? I am JLR Investigates. We will talk soon. Stay tuned.
Okay, y'all, that's that. But that was his update this morning. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's all, a hoax, or everything keeps, going back to the family. They had all, they're not saying anything, so it's hard to know what is really going on, with them all. Now, what I did see is that they're all focusing on this white car, Kia or whatever it was. And they're also saying that, this guy by, oh God, what's the name of it? I should have wrote everything down. Then I would have had something to talk about. But I think she may still be alive. I still think they already know where she is and who has her. And this is my opinion. And I think they are just building up a case against that person versus, because you don't really see any searches. All you see now are the, hey, Kevin. Yeah, all you see now is, or all you've seen, should I say, is the different stuff of where I love Auntie Mama, how are you? Is where they are just going, it's detectives and prosecutors going in the house, checking things out. I think they already have the suspect for one. Or not have him, but I think they know who it is. And I'm thinking that it's just going to break wide open, and we're going to get everything all at once, an arrest, who it is, where Nancy is, and all of that. Because you don't get, we don't get nothing else. Hi, Marilyn. Good morning. How are you today? Yeah, I was just looking through and seeing a few things, and this morning when I got up, I had heard about the bombing in Iran and at the U.S. Naval Station, and now they're going to war, I guess. But that doesn't surprise me. I'm not surprised that we're going to war with Iran. We've done this before. It's crazy. I'm not big into war or any of that kind of stuff, but that's what's going on in the world. And then I was going to check on a few other things. We know that Savannah's husband wants her to come back to New York. Why? I don't know. See, that's another thing. They want her to come back. to New York. She's already said that she wasn't going to go back to the station. Then we hear later she's going to go back to the today, to the station. So that's kind of weird. I don't know if I'd even be thinking about work or going here or going there until my mom was found. So that's a little iffy there. And then, a lot of things that you see, um, uh, you all know this. I don't have to tell you that.
Thank you,
But
Josh. Appreciate you.
it's crazy. It's they just they throw them a bone, and then they don't do nothing for so many days or 4 or 5 days, and then they'll throw another bone. And that's what they've been doing through this whole process. The sheriff started it all by, it's weird because the sheriff said at the beginning, he said she was taken out of her bed. Then he said she wasn't. Then he said that Tomasco was a person of interest. Then he says the family and their spouses are cleared. Okay, well, that's. Then other stuff that he has said that he's retracted on. Good morning, Jay. How are you? I would just move from New York to Tucson, Arizona, and not worry about working for NBC if it was Savannah. Right, right. If they're really searching for her mom and doesn't know where she is, that's where my mindset would be. But if they're already talking about her going back to New York and, all these other little snippets you keep hearing, something's odd about this whole thing. It really is. And now there's nobody there. The sheriff isn't there. They've already released the house to the family. It's a little late to have their. There. Uh, Actually, it's very late if her mom was really taken. Now, these pictures they have from the cam and all that, I don't believe any of it. There's also, I don't think that she was possibly even taken back home that night. And the reason is she can't get in that garage within 2 minutes. Get out of the car, not being able to move very well, trying to get in there. It just doesn't, it's not possible to do that in 2 minutes. And then the garage closes. Um, I don't know, it's all so crazy. Yes, yellow ribbons for Nancy. I hope she's brought home and I hope she's safe. But like I say, I don't know. I am just all over the place on this, and I've watched a lot. I've read a lot. Just and it's just crazy. So JLR and them are going to go up to Lemon Mountain today. I guess we'll ride along with them. I don't know when they're going. I know it's now 8 o'clock there, 8:17. Good morning, Seb. How are you? All is well. Yeah. Yeah, all is well. Just wanting to get to the bottom of all this craziness. I was saying that JLR is going to be going, they're all going up to Lemon Mountain. Several YouTubers. There's JLR, there's Joe, IRK Media, there's Dad's Gone Live. Joe and Dad Gone Live, they're both from Bakersfield. they're all going to be going up to Lemon Mountain, I guess, to look around. I don't know if Jim travels with Jim, I think it is, or something. I gotta look up his, but um, I don't know if he's doing his own thing today. He normally does just drive around, and he's the only one I've really seen um, out there looking for him, other than the Mexican people. When they came in, the Mexican girls were looking and stuff and putting up flyers. That's the only thing I've seen. Someone being in the house for 41 minutes definitely knows the house quite well. Well, that's just it. We're not sure if they were in there that long. If you were going to kidnap someone, it would be within a few minutes, not 41. Yeah, but we don't know if it was that long, because they're saying that. Well, what the media is saying is that her what is it? The pacemaker went off at that time, and then they're talking about when the video was torn down. That's the minutes they have. But like the nurse said the other day I was watching, she said that um, the the thing, the pacemaker would go and do an update every night between 1 and 3 a.m. Um, and she said it's possible that it couldn't get the update. So she could have not even been there, because it was just an update that it automatically does. So, it's all over the place. A lot of stuff happening all over the world. Yes, Iran is fighting, or we are at war with Iran. But does that really surprise you, Chef? After all we've been watching for years and years. I mean, I'm older than you, I know, but we've fought with them before, and but it's not really a surprise to me. It doesn't surprise me that we're at war with them. Um, I watched some of the news this morning, and we it's crazy how little stuff just becomes great big stuff, and then great big stuff becomes little stuff. But it's all out there. U.S. and Israel military strike on Iran. Yes, we've seen that. It's all over the news. And then what else did I see that I wanted to tell you all about? A lot of people are cold back east again, I guess. Another cold front. We've been getting hot. Yeah, we've been getting up to 81. We're supposed to get up close to 90 today. So 80, let's see, because what is it right now? It's showing me that it is 53 right now. Yeah, 53. Where's my little map here? Right, here's what I want. Let's see. Supposed to get up to 88 today. Yeah, that's going to be warm, but that's okay. I like the warm weather better than I do any of the other weather. I don't like the cold. It hurts my bones. What is the nearest city? Oh, damn, that scared me. What is the nearest city to where you live? The nearest city would be Victorville. Victorville, California. It's 45 by me on Long Island. Oh, that's not too bad. This world has beyond crazy. So many people have died since January. Yeah, it has. It's been different. Oh, that kind of messed up my camera. Whoops, sorry guys. That thing that fell off of my wall decided to just fall. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're at on that. So let me see something. I was looking, and let's see if I can find it now. I should have had it ready to show you guys, but all I did was, of course, go towards JLR to find something. Oh, well, 150 miles north is Las Vegas, Nevada. And then 30 miles, 89 miles south is Los Angeles. So we call it the armpit between Los Angeles and Las Vegas. We're where Interstate 40 starts or ends, depends on which way you're going. And 40 goes all across the states. But you're in Canada, that's right. God, where was that? I thought that was really interesting what I had seen this morning. I knew I should have downloaded it or saved it. I'm still learning how to do this, but let's see who's on right now. Is ICK still on? Yeah. Mel is still on. He's talking about the war, showing the war, or actually showing a live scene of Iran. Looks like the sun's going down. Let's see here. Really not much going on other than I wish I knew where But I'll tell you what, if anything comes up on this Nancy Guthrie stuff, nice, Florida Mama Bear. I will keep you posted when I hear or JLR comes on. I will pop back on so that we can get to. Maybe he'll have some information, or maybe we'll just go for a ride in Mount Lemon. So, and I'm also 100 and something miles from the Arizona border, going into off the 40, 160, 165, something like that. So that's where my son lives. Any idea why Annie was laughing and sleeping into it? That's just it. That's probably why she isn't on the videos anymore. I don't know. But I believe she knows something. Hello, Tuber Chat. How the heck are ya? Good to see you, Kevin. Shared on Reddit. Well, thank you, dear. How have you been? Yeah, I do believe that. Also, Kevin, I do believe that. Let's take this down and let's see. I will look again one more time before I shut it down until JLR comes back on. because I already gave my tidbit on this. Always good. Living the dream. How are you today? Actually, I'm pretty good. I'm living the dream myself. Being retired, what can I say? Being retired and lazy. I still say I'm allowed to be lazy. I I put in all my work over the years. Okay, let's see. Today is the last day of February, isn't it? Yes, it is. The last day of February. Wow, already. Have you guys ever watched Betty Bullhorn? Or Bullhorn Betty? I'm sorry, I said it backwards. I like watching her sometimes. I mean, I've watched her a lot, but YouTube police, there's just really nothing going on right now. Of course, it's Saturday. Everybody's probably watching the news about the war and how that's going. So, anyways, I'll let y'all go. And if I see JLR come on or if I get any updates on any, hey, Ghost Rider, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. I am good. Thank you. Hey, bestie, what you up to this morning? I just had to come on and give a little bit of update. So far, we're staying on. Looks pretty good. Good to hear, hon. Good to hear. Fantastic, he said. Yeah, pretty soon we'll see. Maybe I'll just hang on for a little bit. I was hoping to get some updates. Live flight track amid Iran strikes. Yeah, they're striking over there. Someone is. But like I said, I want to. Hey, Jeanette, I want to keep everybody updated. I don't want it. I don't want this thing to go to sleep. You know, I don't want it to go cold because I know that there is. Well, we all know someone knows something. You know what I mean? Someone does know something. But yeah, he's already been on today. You want to see what he said today? This is what it looks like. Did I tell you I subscribe? Well, thank you, Ghost Rider. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It sure helps the channel, you know. And I'm trying to build it up, but sometimes just can't do that. You just got to do what you got to do. Here, Susie, I'll show you what JLR posted. I just showed it a minute ago. Let me find it. That was 13 hours ago. I want the video. Here it is. Okay, this was just about an hour ago. Yes, you did, Jeanette, and I appreciate that. Hello, Randy. How are you? This is the latest as of this morning when JLR did a. Whoops, let me open it. JLR.
Where is Nancy Guthrie? Back out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home. But guess what, folks? Everybody left. There's only like one vehicle left. News Nation. The entire block is empty.
Okay,
People
go
walking their dogs. Looks like people have moved on from this case or left because the FBI and authorities gave the property, the home here, Nancy Guthrie's home,
Oh, nice,
back
Randy.
to the family. I don't know if I'm going to be live streaming out here at an empty house, but we're definitely going to be covering this case. But let me spin the camera around to show you what it looks like being quiet. More or less everyone left. I mean, people are driving by a little bit, but there's not the crazy activity that had been happening for weeks. They had this entire block filled with media cones and all types of tents and equipment. There's some few stuff left. So let me spin the camera around. Yeah, everyone left. They have this out here. No parking. You can't park out here. Just parked out here just for a second to do my report. No parking. No parking. All this was full with media as we came each morning. Couldn't even park on this street. Nothing. Then you have Nancy Guthrie's home, right? You had Pima County deputies guarding the property for weeks. They're no longer here. Got signs that were put up the other day, no trespassing. The family or someone affiliated with the family put up a security monitor system, Simply Safe. Appears they also have cameras on their house that someone went up there the last few days with a ladder to put up. We heard the security be tested. We still have a tent out here. This is our tent. And News Nation is still out here with their tent. That's it.
My husband said,
Go down
wow.
the house a little bit so you can see what it looks like without.
What did he say?
Circus. I don't know how long they're going to stay. And I don't know how long we're going to stay out here. This is what the home looks like outside Nancy Guthrie's home. And no Pima County deputies outside here. No one is at the home right now. It is completely empty. Someone brought a cross here the other day. You have ribbons, yellow. Here is the makeshift memorial at the house. All the signs for Nancy. Lots of signs. People have been placing these down at the home for weeks.
Yeah, well,
like the first sign up.
All that, Kevin. You know, News National said they will stay 2 weeks. And he will also do. Oh, that'd be cool.
That's what we got.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't want everybody just to walk away, you know, because they haven't said anything. But I think it's gonna break. Like I said,
faith, hope, love for Nancy Guthrie.
I think they know who's got her and where she is and all that. Whether she's alive or not, I don't know.
All right, so what now, folks? What now? Is this case going to go cold? Is it because of the situation in the U.S. with Iran? Maybe the media and the networks are going to be focusing on that. For us, I don't feel like it's necessary at this point to do a live streams like we've been doing out here, seeing the activity, because there's really no activity and I don't really want to stare at a house. I'm going to continue to stay with this case, though. I'm going to continue to stay in Tucson for the time being. We have plans to go up to Mount Lemmon at one point. A group of us YouTubers, we have Starlink. We could take you all the way up and show you what it looks like, because it's a possible place up here where Nancy Guthrie could have been, taken to, buried, or thrown over into a canyon. Not to be graphic, but it seems like this situation is now a recovery instead of a search and rescue. And then you have all this desert terrain, Saguaro National Park, just to the west. There's another one to the east, and then just desert-like terrain. She could be out here somewhere. This is the neighborhood. It is definitely quiet. So I'll stay with this case. JLR Investigates continue to give you the updates of what's going on. No activity, no law enforcement activities. No one got raided on Friday night. So we will continue to see. Sub to the channel, hit the notification button. Where is Nancy Guthrie? I am JLR Investigates. We will talk soon. Stay tuned.
Okay, so that was his morning report this morning. Yeah, me too, Kevin. I just hope it's not a big old hoax and they're just, letting it go away. So Anyways, I'm going to drop out. I will see you guys in a little while. I will watch for them to go to Mount Lemon or whatever, and then I will just pop right back on so we can watch them and see where this takes us, okay? You're welcome. And I will see you in a little while, y'all. Bye, everybody. Thank you.